Mr. Frugal.
All right, so now since we're all seeing red, we might as well hop in to realize that Marvel does not have a monopoly on bad books. So this one is the worst independent comic book. And the nominees are Paper Girls, which is so bad, you'd probably rather have 1,000 paper cuts than read that book. Saga, because it's just Saga and it sucks. Divided States of Hysteria, because it divides everybody and pisses everybody off. Cal Exit, because you want to exit after reading that book. And Black, because I'm not allowed to make any jokes about that because I'll be in trouble. And the winner is Black with 35 of the votes.
Oh poor Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I got to say this, and I told you guys when we were setting up, and here's the thing. Everybody was voting for either Cal Exit or Divided States of America. And then DNC did his review. And then, I'll tell you what, if you only saw DNC's review of Black, you have not seen the best. Just some guy, because if DNC roasted it, just some guy bent that thing over its chair and made it his bitch.
Oh, my God. That is the best review.
Yeah, he just tore it apart. Let's give credit where credit is due. Check that out. That book sucked. And
I like
he just ripped
W's
it.
comment there. Kwanzaa actually won something. Hooray for him.
Hey, everybody tell him. Hey, he won something. Good. Congratulations.
He might have to take that trophy and melt it down because he's surely not making any money off of comic book sales.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just had
except for it's all digital, baby.
This category just put a new the fact that Saga was in here, I was thinking about Saga. And so we come up with a new category. We're going to include it next year. It's the most overly shilled worst book award.
Most overly shilled?
Yeah. Have you? Come on. Every time you turned around, someone was saying, "Go read Saga. It's amazing." And it's like, I've read Saga. It's cow shit.
It seems like everybody who's kind of trapped in their bubble really recommends that book. I had a friend of mine who recommended it. It's like, oh, okay. And then I saw DNC's review and I was like, why the Sorry, I almost said it. Would I want to read this dumpster fire?
I got Aaron Englentine handed it to me.
He just doxed me, dude.
I just doxed
right
you,
on the freaking live stream.
And
like anybody who didn't see the freaking Mark Wade Facebook page is getting already.
Anyway, he handed it to me and said, "Here, include this in your independent reviews." And I got to the first page, and it said, "Welcome to Abortion Town." And I'm like, what in the ever-loving hell is this? Guys, no, guys, remember something. I'm the liberal.
Yeah, I gave it to him because he's the
liberal,
and I knew, because of my conservative stance, I'm not for, abortion by choice. So I said, you know what, you have to read this one. You have to check it out because I would be biased just from the first page. So I gave it to him, and he was like, "This sucked. This is so bad." It didn't help giving it to the liberal. That still sucked. All righty. So next, I believe we have Weaponized, right? No. Who has? I'm sorry, I'm off. I didn't write it down. Who's next?
Worst Marvel comic, and at this rate, is this even going to be a surprise to everybody?
We have
Black Panther and the Crew. Ugh, mayonnaise. Civil War II, the event that nobody cared about. Secret Empire, the event that everybody cared about, but not in the way they wanted. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, a.k.a. How to Teach Your Kids to Embrace Down Syndrome. Or America, I Loves Me Some Lesbians. Chavez. The winner is, of course, America Chavez.
Because it deserves it. Every freaking issue of it. My gosh. Where's the dog? Where's the freaking dog from number 5's cover? That's what I want to know.
Hawkeye.
Issue number, Hawkeye ate it.
No. The dog is actually in the last episode in the last issue of Hawkeye.
Last issue of Hawkeye?
The dog
stole the dog.
She stole the dog. Hawkeye stole the dog from America.
I can't blame her. She wouldn't take care of that dog. It probably starved to death.
Because she's living in a van down by the river.
Do not muddle and sully the legacy of Chris Farley.
Oh, we're just shivering those berserk buttons, guys.
Yeah. Because it knew I'm playing the Oscars theme right now. Well, at least the name America is winning. Well, there you go. Yeah. And the dog ran away from that crap book. Well, shit book. We've been saying horse all day.
Yeah, but we only used the F word 3 times.
3 times, yes.
And there was a partial. There was a partial.
Yes.
Hero, we'll get you that list.
All right, I'm not going to type it out.
All righty. So, Chef, what do you have for us?
My last category is the worst DC comic. And I got to say, comparing the worst DC comic to the worst Marvel comic is a bit like comparing a backyard pond to the Pacific Ocean and saying, yep, they're both bodies of water. Yeah, they'll get you wet, but one of them, for crying out, even bad DC is often better than the best of Marvel. Oh, jeez. Anyway, the nominees for this, we've got Batgirl, which, where do I start? We've got...
Just keep going. Keep going. We'll talk about
this
it after.
This is so painful. Harley Quinn, the ruination of a great character. Wonder Woman, even worse ruination of a great character. Green Arrow, and Shade, the Changing Girl. Okay. And the winner is Batgirl.
And the one, yeah, now you got this one. You read Batgirl. I read the first one.
I do read
and
Batgirl.
By the time we got to where we were splitting up the books, I wanted you to pick Batgirl. I was so done with that book. Oh my God, it's so hard to read.
The sad thing about Batgirl is that there's so many times where I've looked at it and gone, if they just did this, it would be better. If they just, they'd work up to a brilliant idea and then piss it away. It'd be like, I can see, oh my God, this is going to be great. I can see wait, why the hell did you do that? Why didn't you do this other thing? I want to take the writer out and slap him a couple of times and go, learn basic rules of narrative, you idiotic jackass.
Who's actually writing Batgirl now?
I'll tell you something. Do you remember the writer?
No, I don't. I don't remember the writer.
Okay.
You know a book's bad when you're saying, please bring Gail Simone back.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. She can be good, but she just decided not to be in the last 5 years. I'll tell you what, I was surprised at Wonder Woman until I started catching up with it and realized, oh my God, they've written her so horrible. But still, I myself voted for Shade the Changing Girl, which I would recommend to no one. It is.
I actually recommended the last two issues, number 11 and number 12, are actually pretty well done. But the other 10 are trash, incomprehensible trash. On top of it all, it's like the guy woke up from his LSD haze just to write those last 2 episodes, and the last 2 episodes are actually pretty good. I keep saying episodes.
Yeah, we understand you mean issues. Yeah, it's no worries, and that's pretty cool. So what do we got going? Gad Ramon agrees that Shade sucks. Man of Action says everybody did. Barbara and Birds of Prey. The writer for Black Panther and the crew was mentioned on CNN today. He couldn't stop cursing. Yeah, he wrote some sort of book about Donald Trump, and so now he's doing the circuit, so you can see him all over the place.
Shocker! Ta-Nehisi Coates.
He's also going to be doing Captain America. Everybody be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah. After
his interviews are priceless, though. They are funny.
Once again,
has that been confirmed?
I hope not,
because it was on that list, and so far that list to me, I'm still very skeptical about it because it seems too perfect. It's almost like it is a collection of our own worst nightmares.
Now, Nerd Wonder here says, I try not to read crap comics. They're too expensive. Well, you know what? That's what we're here for. We read the crap so you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's very simple.
Motto,
everyone here does reviews and roasts of bad comic books, so you don't have to. It is our quote pleasure unquote.
Nick W. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. Barbara Gordon as Oracle was amazingly better than Batgirl. On top of it all,
such a good character.
How many disabled frontline characters do we have right now? Daredevil. Now that they've shoved Clinton Barton off stage, and Barbara Gordon is able to walk.
Well, Squirrel Girl.
Until you mentioned Squirrel Girl, I was going to blame ableism, but never mind.
Yeah. She is the Down syndrome superhero.
Technically, Cable is disabled.
If they have superpowers and other abilities that make up for their disabilities, it doesn't count. Tearing a guy's arm off, Misty Knight, she used to be an okay character until Ta-Nehisi Coates got her, but she's only got one arm, but she's also got a freaking robot hand replacing it, so it doesn't count anymore.
Forge, doesn't he still have to use the frame on his legs?
Might be, but but where's he been lately?
I would say Flash Thompson.
That's the other point. I mean, that's the other point. The SJWs, they keep complaining about they keep complaining about representation.
He'll be back in a week.
Yeah, just give it time.
Besides, Professor X has always been a background character. We're not, the background characters.
What I think is funny in the Claremont years, if you ever read them back to back, like I got all those X-Men Essentials, and I read them back to back, and anytime they went up against anybody, Professor X had to be knocked out.
Yep.
He's the big guy. Even disabled Barbara could beat the crap out of thugs with her eskrima sticks.
Okay, so that's true. Somebody did bring up Flash Thompson, but he's kind of out of the picture. He's no longer Agent Venom anymore.
I know, but I thought I'd at least give him a shout out.
Nobody's seen Wheels in years.
That's true. All righty, and here it is. The worst comic book of the year.
Oh, boy.
Our Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Secret Empire, Shade the Changing Girl, Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur, and America.
A lot of Marvel on that list.
I know, man, just one DC. This entire show has been one big Marvel dump. I mean, seriously.
Hashtag Marvel so represented.
Why is anybody surprised by this?
We wanted to represent Marvel properly.
Well, Marvel does want to Marvel does want to compete with Charmin. So
yes, that's true.
They found out the niche market, and the winner is America. There you go. And this is like without a freaking doubt. I mean, come on. She was nominated for like 16 of the 17 categories. Everything is horrible about this book except for the videos we make about it.
We actually had people nominate America for worst independent comic and worst DC comic. No, guys. I'm not joking.
We did.
We actually did.
It was so bad it spilled over.
Yeah, some people put it into things that she wasn't even nominated for, and some people nominated for those things. Like, oh, okay, well, she's not this. We can't have that, And it was really funny.
I don't blame people. The book is such a freaking train wreck.
It really is.
It's like looking at a train wreck. You can't look away. I love reading the book so much because how bad it is.
That's an insult to train wrecks, man.
That is true. Sorry, Jack.
SJW Marvel is delusional, so not in touch with reality. America, yeah.
Marvel has found a way to be number one again.
Comic book, yeah, America. Secret Empire lost. I want to recount. Okay, America had 47 votes. Secret Empire had 25. It wasn't fucking close, man.
The joke there being that was Nick Spencer asking for a recount.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, but I win everything. Yeah.
Except
you
elections,
maybe. Yeah. Oh. You don't know how good I am. I win even the bad awards.
You're going to have to do a video analyzing the stats of this. Like, how many did Gabby win all of hers? How many did Marvel win compared to DC?
That'll be that'll be a whole other either live stream or video.
I honestly think that the only if my memory is as shitty as it normally is, the only award I remember a DC book winning tonight is worst DC book.
America is going through legacy. She does have issues coming up. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. I got to tell you, you guys, America won, but I am not one of the ones that voted for it. I think it's bad, but you guys know what I voted for.
Secret Empire.
A Deus Ex Machina that creates another Deus Ex Machina. I'm sorry, punching out Hitler in front of Captain America is not what
See, you expected it to be bad in a way. I mean, we got this brand new writer who self-published her own Amazon book. Boom. Now she's a comic book writer. And then you have Nick Spencer, who everybody at least says Superior Spider-Man was good. And then he comes across and he says, I want to make Sam Wilson the official Captain America. How am I going to do that? Nazi Cap, So we have that going on. I will say this. This is another situation where somebody got nominated. Somebody was hated enough to get nominated, but ended up getting no votes, and that was Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur.
That's because nobody reads Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur, except those of us who are stupid enough to review it.
Here's the thing, and this is something I think is funny. I reviewed the same book that DNC reviewed, and he said it was great. I said it was crap. I get a whole bunch of people, but DNC says, I'm like, oh, you can disagree. It's okay.
Yeah, we're not all minions here. We have different opinions. So,
but the thing is I would like to say, well, at least this for those of you who thought Moon Girl was unjustly nominated. No votes for worst comic book of the year.
Not only that, but you were wrong. She deserved it.
Yeah, it was America, and then Secret Empire, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and then Shade the Changing Girl with 2 votes. Two people voted for Shade the Changing Girl.
Well, my thing is, if you disagreed with what happened here, make sure you spread the word for next time to get more votes for it.
Mr. Hero, I agree with you on that 100%.
DNC knows jack shit about comics is what Mr. Hero says. We have, okay, let's see. And poor kids that get Moon Girl in the school libraries. Yeah, it's right next to the Squirrel Girl books in the school.
You can find those books next to the toilet in the bathroom.
They give them out at detention. You think you're going to enjoy this? Here, read this. Little fuckers. That's 5. We're officially rated R now.
Yeah, we're rated R.
I killed it. Let's see. Nerd Wonder. Dear Marvel, I'm a lady. Hire me to write shit. Actually, I think that's how Heather Antos got her job.
I'd like to say I agree.
No. Heather Antos undid more buttons on her shirt and then, flipped her hair.
No, don't go there. That's rude.
I'm going to agree with Magnetic Eye when he said Dan Slott should never have gotten into comics. Terrible writer, fan fiction at best. I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah. That's.
Hey, I'm a fan fiction writer, and I consider that to be an insult.
But here's something. Tevye Smolka, he says, personally, I think Moon Girl is cute. That's cool. And this is all for fun. I don't begrudge anybody their opinion, except for if you like America or Secret Empire. Other than that, I do not begrudge anything. And I really don't do that. I think it's funny or fun if you could tell me exactly why you like a book that I totally trash. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's America and you can tell me why you like it and not use the word Latino, gay, as being any of those. That would be awesome.
I don't think I can do that. I can't live up to that challenge.
I am still getting people asking me why I gave 5 stars to an issue of Black Panther and the Crew.
Mm-hmm. I can't blame them for asking you that.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, it was when you get out of the racist way, you can do it.
But I gave you my reasons. Yeah. It's right there in the video.
And I respect you for that.
By all means, everybody who hasn't watched it, go watch it. My reasons are in the video, and it could use some more views.
Okay, so we got like I said, the winner of the worst comic book of the year comes to a surprise to no one, is America. We had the worst DC comic, which went to Batgirl. We had worst Marvel comic, which went to America. We had the worst independent, which went to Black. Whoever saw that coming. Worst SJW character was America. We had the worst betrayal of a Jack Lee Kirby character is Hydra Cap. Rico Rossi, worst artist, Erica Henderson by a mile. Worst writer, Miss Gabby Rivera, for whom these awards are not named. Worst fan interaction, Mr. Dan Slott. The Fall from Grace Award went to Brian Michael Bendis. Did we bring enough candy to share?
That's the thing. Showing down back there.
Worst character development went to Captain America, and overstayed their welcome went to Mr. Dan Block Slott. Or Block, what do they call him? Slotto Blocktavius?
Yes, that's my favorite.
That's awesome. Also. Slotto Blocktavius. I asked somebody if they could draw like a cartoon Dr. Octopus with a Dan Slott face. That would be awesome. Slotto. I would make that into a t-shirt and then wear it to a con knowing he was there.
Hear that, everyone? Now you know what to get him for Christmas.
The series no one wanted was Secret Empire. The tries too hard to make you think they're cool went to Riri Williams. There was a tie for most convincing storyline, which a roll of the 20-sided dice decided Secret Empire should get it. And the Anvil Award, America, worst comic book of the year. So what do you think, gang? Please let us know if you've got any questions or comments about the show. What should we do better? What should we change? That would be awesome. I want to hear from
less alcohol
as well.
Definitely next time, less alcohol.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I think there probably should be more alcohol.
I had tea.
I had tea. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Yeah.
Less that you're talking about.
I drink. I find that if I drink, then I become a very fun drunk and naked, and nobody wants to see that anymore. So, well, there you go, kids, true believers, and people who just love comic books. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 6, the final chapter of the GABBY Awards live stream. It was tons of fun to make. It was tons of fun to put together as well and to see who everybody voted for, not just for the winners, but the nominations, the whole process. Apparently, these videos have been successful enough that me and Jack are going to be putting together a positive one, a best of 2017. We'll set out the voting for the categories for voting in November, and then we'll have the ceremony towards the end of December. Alrighty, I hope that's a positive thing. I hope everybody's into that. If so, or whatever you thought about the broadcast, whatever you thought about the winners and losers of this particular episode, or whatever you think about the idea for a best of 2017, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't done this, guys, already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please like this video and, most importantly, share it so we can get word out that we're making some good stuff over here. And if you do like what we're making over here, please head on over to Patreon or VidMe. The links are in the description below. Drop $1 in the till. Help us keep the lights on and keep these videos rolling. We certainly appreciate everybody who has done that already, and everyone who's even thinking about doing it. But most importantly to everyone, thank you very, very much for watching.